I'm Donnie, and welcome to another episode of The Gathering Place. Well, today we're going to do something that's a little different. Rather than continuing to make drinks, which we'll do, today we're going to do some chocolate. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First of all, because I tried to do this for 3 of our grandkids, 4 of them. The youngest one's probably not old enough to appreciate this. But I'm making what's called cocoa bombs. So I tried this days ago, and I was swearing up and down. I was not a happy camper. And I said, I will never be a chocolatier. And it was just an awful experience. I'm never going to do this again. I have no patience. So just the other night, I happened to take a class. Yes, if you know me, one of the things I do, I get really mad when I can't do something right, and it makes me want to try it again. It's like food and things like that. If there's something I'm just bound and determined I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna eat it, well, eventually when I get around to eat it, oh, I like everything. So anyway, we're gonna do chocolate, and we've got all this stuff set up, and I'm gonna show you a couple of things. And again, we've got all these things over here. We're going to have to start moving things off of this counter because we got stuff to do. So I want to show you everything that I got. I'm going to turn on my candle. No, it's not a real candle, even though it looks good, but just give it a little bit of ambiance. We're not doing music anymore because even though I tried to run Pandora on my on Susan's phone to have nice little holiday background music, well, when I uploaded it to YouTube, they didn't like that too much. Not that I had any strikes against me, but they were already claiming copyright. So there's no strikes, but I don't want to go through that again. So basically, you're going to have to use original music or don't use music at all because you have to pay for it otherwise. So didn't want to do that. So now what I want to show you what we've got in the way of equipment. This is really important, this little thing right here. This is called a belly button duster. And has your belly button lost its luster? Try our belly button duster. Actually, that's not true, not part of the equipment at all. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, so we got paper towels, we got a hammer, we got these. These are really important. I'm going to put these on. These are called Clean Cuisine by Playtex. These are gloves that will not transfer taste. And I get the biggest ones I can find. Because I guess I got big hands. So they're a little bit different than just regular vinyl gloves. So all we need is a pair. Because if you're dealing with chocolate, you don't want to get your hands on the stuff. And also if you've got an approved kitchen, which this is not, and we're not trying to sell stuff out of our kitchen. You probably need to have gloves because you don't want to touch your food anyway. But anyway, chocolate's kind of messy. So I got my gloves, and right here, this is a little croquette by Rival. This is a secret right here. This is secret number 2. First, I'm going to give you secret number 1. In making chocolate, it's material. This is called almond bark. There's no almond in it. But it comes in a lot of different flavors and colors. The name of the manufacturer is called Baker's Corner. And it comes in little cubes or squares. I broke off 3 of them and put it into this little croquette. This is secret number 2 because this puts it to the right temperature. We let this set, turn it on, and put the chocolate in there, the cubes, and it's been sitting there for about an hour and 20 minutes. So just set it and forget it. The thing with chocolate is you need to have a double boiler, water on the bottom, and all this kind of stuff. I don't have the patience for that. And the other way is to do it on a microwave. Well, I don't have the patience for that. Put it in the microwave 30 seconds and then take it out, stir it, 15 seconds, stir, keep doing this. Well, this, you just set it and forget it, put a lid on it, and it's now the perfect temperature for doing everything we need to do. Take a look. There's that nice melted chocolate in the bottom. And it's the perfect temperature. So now we've got some wax paper. We've got these, which are white chocolate. I already made these in advance. White chocolate is difficult to work with. And if you're going to make cocoa bombs, Actually, when these two put together, you're going to make a round ball, and inside is going to be cocoa and whatever else you want to put in it, and then you put it in a hot milk, and it becomes, wow, an instant cup of hot chocolate. So I've already got one done. I need to make two more. I'm going to make those out of chocolate, and this is a nice little container that you can use, and I might use this for mine. I guess I'm going to use this. So we've got a spoon, and it's basically like taking the back of a spoon and pouring it into a silicone mold. This is what we're using to make the cocoa bombs. Here's a little tray right here to hold your spoon. I've got candy cane. I'm going to use this. I'm going to beat it up with the hammer. I'm going to use a little candy cane in here. And I got candy canes. I'm going to put in one of them. I got some Garibaldi peppermint bark. I got caramel over here. I got cinnamon. Got some nice little packages with Santa Claus on them. I got a little Dixie cup. That's what we're going to use. We got some tape. We've got a piping bag. Very important. You can cut off the top of that, whatever size you want. Put the chocolate in there and squeeze it out. Make nice little drizzle colors. So, and then we've got marshmallows. We got pecans. So the first thing I'm going to do before I get started with the chocolate is I'm going to take these and I'm going to transfer over to the stove, and I'm going to turn these upside down, and I'm going to put it on a pan that has a silicone top to it, and it's just got water that's been heating up on the bottom, and I'm going to gently put these on the top, and it kind of gets rid of all the imperfections. You just turn it around about 2 or 3 times, and then lift it off, slide it off, and then turn it upside down and let it cool. Same thing for both of them. Let them cool, and then the next time we do that, we're going to melt it, and then we're going to put them together. So we're going to shut this off, and we're going to come back to it, and I will see you over at the stove. Hi, welcome to the stove. I'm going to take a glove and put this on. This has been on the stove for a while. This is a sheet pan. It's got a silicone cylindrical little cover over the top. I've got water in here that's been boiling. Turn it down to now about simmer. You don't need a whole lot of heat. I brought over my white chocolates, half circles. I'm going to take one and put it on here just lightly. Doesn't need much time. 1, 2, 3, and off. Turn it over. Do the same thing for this one. 1, 2, 3, and off. Put it back over there in the. And then this you can use a regular bread scraper and scrape that off. And that's pretty much it. And so I will see you back over on the other side. We're going to have to do the same thing again for the chocolate. So I'm going to clean this off and get ready for the chocolate when we do those. And then also, well, I can do it right now. Let me see. No, I'll do it later. So I will see you back over there on the other side. And we're back. We've taken our white chocolate half balls and we've melted them, got all the little stuff up there, making them nice so we can put them together. Now this one, I want to fill with something else other than hot chocolate. I can call this, I'm doing it for myself. I'm going to put some caramel in the bottom of this, because I like caramel. I'm going to take some pecans. If I can get this open. I already had it open. You know, gloves are wonderful, but sometimes they just don't work for everything. Susan, see if you can open those for me. I'm going to take and put some cinnamon in there. A little cinnamon in the bottom of my shell. You can do anything you want with it. Oh, all right, well, let's move right on along here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start one of these. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to use this peppermint and something else. So I've got peppermint. I broke up one in pieces, put it over here on the paper towel. Now I'm going to beat it with a hammer. Get it nice and fine with a brush. See what's going on in there. Probably don't need much, but depending on how many of these you're doing, let's just get them all crushed up. Besides, you know, what good is it if you can't make noise? You gotta do something since you can't play music. Susan, you get those open? Thank you very much. So we got our finely ground, mostly peppermint candy. You can probably do that a little bit more longer. Take a little look. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a couple of little pecans in there. So rather than a cocoa bomb, I'm making a little treat that I can eat. I might just pour some little bit of chocolate on top of that. Did I get this one off already? Yes, I did. A little bit of chocolate on top of that. Come on, baby. You can do this. Not coming out. Why not? There we go. Nice little swirl or whatever you want to do with it. Doesn't matter. It's your treat. So now I'm going to the stove and I'm going to melt the other side, and then that's going to be enough to put these two together and glue them up. Okay? So I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself and have a good time. I'm back. Let's see if we got her. If you break the shell, you don't have enough chocolate, you just put them back into the mold, pour in a little chocolate, and redo them. And there you have that. That's nice. So we'll set that aside. And now, maybe I'll put this in this. Get it out of the way temporarily. So now what I want to do is start with my chocolate. You got a silver spoon, doesn't matter what it is, whatever you use, and you put it into the chocolate. And we want to dip from the back side. And all we're doing is we're filling in around the half circle. And what you do, since this is red, the mold itself, you just want to back it up and try to fill in the chocolate on the bottom so you got efficient. And then we're going to take this and stick it in the freezer and let it harden and set up real fast. And then whatever is still reddish, pinkish, you just add some more, put it back in the freezer, and do it again. So, we've got this one. How many did I say I had to make? I got one made. So this one, and then this is the one I want to do next. I'm just making 3 for our grandkids. They'll be over here Christmas Day. So this is kind of what it looks like. And then what you do, put your spoon in a tray, put this in the freezer. I've already got a flat pan in there, and I'll let that sit up for a little bit. Now, what I want to do with this one, this is a regular Dixie cup like you would find in a, you know, an office for one of those water coolers. Never had enough water. So we're going to cut down the side. Put it down there just a little bit closer. with scissors, make a slit. And I didn't do this last time. This is part of the problem. Also, take some tape, put it right down that slit. Now what we want to do is take a little bit of chocolate, pour into the bottom, you just want a little bit of it. Let it go around the sides, all the way around. I bet you know what we're going to do, use that slit for, or that tape, how important that is. Just get it all on the side and let it run back down. There should be enough in the bottom. Once it cools, stick a candy cane in the middle of it. Putting this one in the bottom of the freezer as well. Now, we're just waiting for that to cool off a little bit. Other things you can put on your designs are some gold dust, any kind of colored dust. We got some sprinkles, green sprinkles. You got some blue sprinkles. You got cinnamon. You've got peppermint bark. Also, I want to point this out. This is the greatest hot chocolate mix that I have ever tasted. And it's called Green and Black. That's the name of the company. It's organic. All you do is just add hot milk. That's the whole purpose of these cocoa balls. You put them in milk, and one of the secrets to these cocoa balls, rather than putting icing around and making a perfect half shell, it will blow apart in a sense, right where that seam is. And the hot milk will just dissolve everything and look really great. So we take this off, and we're going to be dipping a spoon into the hot chocolate, and we're going to pour it into the bowl once we've got it done. Did I do 2 of those or 1? Oh my God, I only did 1. Okay, well, we got to do it again. Gonna need more than 1. Okay, so that's generally the way it works. You gotta have you gotta have 2 halves to make a whole. Like I said, I'm doing this because I really wanted to do something for my grandkids when they're over here for Christmas. I really had this great idea in mind, and it didn't work out too well. And I got mad, took a class, got the ways of chocolate explained to me more perfectly. Now I'm confident enough to try it again, rather than saying, I'm never gonna do that again. I'll never be. I don't plan on being a chocolatier, but at least I can work with it now. So let's see if we got this other one ready to go. Not quite. Needs to set up some more. So these half shells in here, once they get cool enough where we can add some more chocolate if necessary, then we're going to take them and take them back over to the stove and take off the bottom part once we take them out of the mold. Just the little craps that's on the end of it, so it's a nice smooth circumference. That's so we can glue them back together. And then what we'll do is fill it with hot chocolate. I've got marshmallows back here, and once that's all done, this one with the candy cane sticking out of it like a spoon, I'm going to put some drizzle of chocolate in the middle of it. Here's what you call a What's this called, Susan? It's called a piping bag. And you cut off the end of that, hold it, put your chocolate in here, twist it like that, squeeze it out. It makes nice little drizzle designs. We're going to do that on my white chocolate, and we're going to do that on the one with the candy cane eventually that's going to be sticking out of it. And we're back. While you were gone, first thing I did, remember I put the slit in the paper cup, and I put the tape around that, and then I turned and put chocolate in the bottom, got it all the way around the sides. We put it back in the refrigerator. Well, this is what it looks like once completed. I peeled out real nicely. I put hot cocoa in the bottom of it, green and black, about three spoonfuls. Put marshmallows in the bottom, marshmallows on the top, and a little bit of chocolate sauce, and there's the candy cane in the middle. Got one more thing to do. We're going to do that with our white chocolate as well as our chocolate balls. So first thing we want to do is take these over, put it on the paper, and push it out gently on the top. It should come out nice and smooth. And if for some reason it does not come out right, you don't like the way it looks, you can just pop them back in there and add some more chocolate. Another secret to these is not to ever use soap on it. Just hot water and rinse it out, and you call it a day. Put that over there. So now we've got our ball, our chocolate halves. I'm going to take it over to the oven or to the stove and press it into the hot top and get rid of all these imperfections and make it nice and smooth. And I'll be right back. It looks nice. Take this one, do the same. It's got a little crack in it, don't worry about it. If you want to put it back on your mold and redo it, that's fine. All you need to do is just stick that on the side. We can do that if you want. What do you want to do, Susan? I don't care. I'm going to put some chocolate over and it's going to be fine. So let these cool down a little bit. And while that's happening, I'm going to take, this is your piping bag, and you want to fold it over like this. And you take a nice spatula, get some chocolate out of there, put it into your piping bag. I think we'll have just enough to do this. We don't need a whole lot. The thing about chocolate, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, it just takes a lot of time. And I'm not what you call a real patient person. So you fold that back up. Then you want to squeeze that down, whatever, down to the bottom. And eventually, you want to cut a little hole in the bottom of it, whatever size you want. Not much like that. This one you want to lay over on the side. Put a little of this. Open that up, would you, Susan?
Which one?
Yeah, that one, right there.
Right here?
Yeah, throw some of that dust on there. Yep, just sprinkle it on.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle it on. A little finer, finer, finer. A little more. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this one we're going to call done. Where'd my white chocolate go? There it is. So this one, I'm going to take it I think I made my hole too big, but that's okay. Just for me, I don't care, I know what's in it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, put it on there too. That one's for me. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna stick it in this little tray right there. Maybe I'll let it sit up first. Then I gotta go melt this one. Oops, I'll have to do that again. Forgot to put the hot chocolate in there. So here we go. Hot chocolate. 1, 2. Add some marshmallows. When you do it with these, I can tell you right now, it only takes about 6 marshmallows. And you'll probably want to lay out some more extra hot chocolate. Like Swiss Miss, these come in nice little packages. You can include that in each one of these in case they want more hot chocolate than what's inside this ball with it. So I'm going to take this and redo it real quick so it melts good. 1, 2, 3, and slide off. Now meld them together. My marshmallows got stuck in there. Oh yeah. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
That's your little bowl of cocoa. So that one right there, just because it's got a little put a little chocolate on the side. We'll call that good. So what should we put on this? What kind of, you want some sprinkles?
Sure, blue sprinkles.
Blue sprinkles?
Blue sprinkles and candy canes.
Okay. Blue sprinkles and candy canes. Oh, that looks pretty.
And a wee bit of candy cane dust.
Huh?
And a wee bit of candy cane dust.
And a wee bit of candy cane dust. All right, so those will cool down. Then each one of those will go in one of these. So we need 2 of them. We've already got one done. This uses, I said, you can get any color of that almond bark. This one happens to be kind of red color, but it's a cocoa bomb. So it's on a little muffin. We need some of those, Susan. You got any old muffin papers?
Right now?
Well, eventually when we put these together.
Okay.
So they fit down in one of those, and this one will fit down in one. And you'll serve that one just like it is. Put some plastic around the top of it so it protects it. Put some ribbon around that, and we're done. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make cocoa bombs. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learned how to do something. Do not be afraid of chocolate like I was and say you'll never be a chocolatier. I hope you can decorate better than I can. I hope you have a little croquette, or you can get one. They're pretty inexpensive. But that is secret number 1. Actually, there's 3 secrets. They make hard marshmallows too. I don't like those. But these are nice little miniature marshmallows. Most kids like them. Secret number 1 is the type of almond bark that you use. Again, that was called Make Your Own Almond Bark by Baker's Corner. If you want to perfect it and work with any kind of organic chocolate, that's your thing. But this stuff melts really well. And then secret number 2 is putting it in a little miniature crock pot. It might take a long time for it to melt, but just set it and forget it. Come back, it will melt. And then use the back of a spoon, dip it into your mold, and then fill in the things and whenever you take it out of the freezer that you missed. Redo it. If you break something, redo it. It's easy to do. Secret number 3 is this green and black organic hot chocolate mix. So next time we will be back on drinks. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Love you. Bye.